I've just seen her interact with the younger generation in a way that is so deeply respectful of their capacity and their dignity as people. She's deeply committed to justice across the board, and especially for young people and future generations of young people.
Professor Catherine Smith is one of our most respected scholar teachers, and I emphasize both pieces. At this Research One University, the University of Denver, we value both the research enterprise and excellent classroom teaching. For many years, she's performed both at the very highest levels. Catherine Smith was the first tenure-stream full-time faculty member to serve as an Associate Dean of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and in that role served not only in an influential leadership role within our institution, but as a model for other law schools to follow that lead.
That is a part of what teaching is about, training the next generation of lawyers, but also for me, it can't be disconnected from really encouraging the students to have big ideas and to not be afraid to put their ideas out there.
Catherine is one of these shining light leading experts on children's rights who thinks about children and the way the law should treat children in a way that hasn't really been explored in law before.
My daughter, who is now 19, was 6 weeks old when me and her other mom, now my co-parent, moved to Colorado. And when Zoe was born, I was her biological mom, whereas Jennifer was her non-biological mom. And at the time, even though Jennifer was fully present, planned for Zoe, and really had every investment in Zoe in terms of emotion and resources, she was viewed in the law as a legal stranger to her. My interest in children's constitutional rights really was a personal one. We filed a brief in Windsor, the Defense of Marriage Act case. Fast forward 2 years later, we filed a second brief for the oral argument for Obergefell. My partner, Suzette Malveaux, we camped out for 2 nights in line at the Supreme Court with our sleeping bags to get into the argument.
The case that really connected me with Catherine Smith was our Juliana versus United States case, which is a case on behalf of 21 youth suing the U.S. government for violating their substantive due process and equal protection rights. I spoke to Catherine about whether she would be willing to be an expert on children's rights and the Equal Protection Clause in this case. And she said, well, I've never done that before, but yeah, let's have this conversation.
Of course, dealing with the climate organization, I did my deposition prep by paddleboard and headlamp on a camping trip with the lawyers and the plaintiffs in that case, which was really one of the highlights of my career.
Catherine Smith has advanced that field to places no one could have possibly imagined, not even a decade ago. That impact is formative in Colorado, it's formative on the national stage, and increasingly it's formative in the way that other world legal systems are looking at the issue of children's rights. It's truly transformative, creative, and high-impact work.
I recently received a gift from an anonymous donor who reached out and just said, hey, we're really interested in your work on children's rights. And through that process, ended up securing a $2.2 million gift in collaboration with Robin Walker Sterling, now on the faculty at Northwestern, and Tanya Washington at Georgia State, the 3 of us. We created the Consortium for the Advancement of Children's Constitutional Rights.
The gift that she inspired to this law school in the area of children's rights is massive, it's transformative, it's exceedingly rare, and it is richly deserved because it promises to transform the way we look at child welfare for centuries to come.
That's what makes Catherine's work so special and different, is that she isn't just bringing the adult lens to children, but really a children's lens to children and the law.
Catherine, congratulations on your richly deserved award in the name of Robert B. Yegge for excellence in teaching. You transform the lives of our students, not only through your expertise, but through the way you empower their learning, and I am tremendously grateful to you.
It's been a total privilege and joy and honor to be on this journey with you to secure children's rights, to stop the climate crisis, and to advance the law. It's a true honor, huge congratulations, and celebrate big.
thank you for the recognition. It takes a village to do this sort of work and have the space to do it. So I just say thank you to everyone.